Hello, this is Chain 344. We are a knitting, spinning, crocheting, sewing, other things podcast.
Stuff and things.
Yep, all the things. Yep. And this is episode 25.
We can rent cars now.
Whoa.
A podcast can.
Yeah.
I can't.
That's a weird rule.
Very dumb.
And also campgrounds. Sometimes have the same.
Yeah, sometimes. I have rented campgrounds, though. Successfully. Not, like, illegally. Although, no.
Yeah.
No, I won't admit to that on the internet.
Well, now it's out in public.
Shh, it's not. I have only legally rented campgrounds.
Okay.
Now that that's cleared up.
We have an exciting new thing to talk about.
An actual intro discussion that's not like...
derp, derp, derp.
The weather! Which is important.
It is important today, because it's nice today.
It is.
Okay, but anyway, besides that.
Thing!
We are going to be doing a new, sort of ongoing program, not really event. Giveaway thing.
Party.
Yeah. It's going to be sort of a perpetual, ongoing type thing, which we will call the Share the Love giveaway. And so this means that if you share our YouTube video...
This thing that you're watching?
Yep. On YouTube, because we don't have a way to prove if you...
copied it.
Yeah, copied the URL to somewhere. It has to be on YouTube for us to keep track of it.
There's a button. It says share.
Yep.
Click it.
Yep.
You can figure out the rest.
Yep. If you do that, then we will enter you in a giveaway. And for now, this is going to be like an every podcast sort of thing, but it might turn into a monthly thing. We're not for sure.
Yeah.
But if you do that, comment down below with your Ravelry name, or comment on the Ravelry group with your YouTube name.
So we know who you are.
Yeah, either way, so that we
you
can give
do
you
both.
credit. Yeah.
You can do both. Just, like, cover all the bases. Send us a letter with your name, too. No, don't do
that. So, yeah. We should be able to keep track of who shares, and then YouTube should tell us as well how many shares or who has shared.
Because it's so polite. YouTube tells us stuff.
Yep.
It's kind of gossipy.
It is, yeah. But
Little
that's
weird.
That's okay.
It's nice.
It works. Social
Stalker.
media is that way.
Yeah.
And then, so the pattern... that I just, like, jumped 3 sentences ahead.
Yes.
We're doing a giveaway. The giveaway is for a pattern.
Uh-huh.
And the pattern will be... announced. It'll be determined earlier
in
in
a couple
the week.
Minutes, probably.
Yeah.
After we're done
the
recording.
filming, yeah. It'll be for a pattern, and we will send you the pattern digitally.
Via the interwebs.
Probably a Ravelry pattern, but maybe an Etsy pattern. Who knows?
Just get amped and share this video.
Yep. And so there will be a thread regarding this whole thing, this whole shindig, and that'll be where you can post your YouTube name.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we'll give you more information about the pattern, and I think that's it. Is that it?
I think so. We'll probably think of like 7 things after we're done recording.
Yep. Moral of the story, see the Ravelry group for more details.
The thread is more updated than this video.
Yes. Yes.
But share this video.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, so I
That's
think
it.
that's it for that. I already said that, but this is... Carolyn wrote out all these, like, super detailed show notes, and I'm, like, train wrecking them. So
we're not train wrecking them. I'm having a hard time reading the difference between V's and U's of my handwriting. I just realized that's like a new discovery about myself. They are exactly the same. Wow. My V's and U's are the same. Didn't know that. And I've been writing since I was, 5?
At least.
3?
Yeah.
new discoveries every day. Anyways, let's talk about knitting besides my handwriting.
Okay.
What are you working on?
I'm
Even
working
though
on-
I know, because I wrote it down.
I'm working on this shawl,
It's
which
so pretty.
I was working on last week. I think I was on this stripy bit last week.
Yeah, you were. You had the two
Right.
things. That was articulate. Right. Yes.
So this is Crystal Palace Sausalito, which I really like.
I love those colors.
Yeah.
It's like a cool color rainbow.
Yeah, I like it a lot. The gradients are getting, too short for the long rows of this shawl, which is not really quite a shawl yet. Can kind of
Like a
show
babushka.
it. It's all scrunchied up on the needle, but and then this is Hazelnut's Artisan Sock,
Ugh,
which I also love.
love hazelnuts.
It's really tonal, kind of.
Delicious.
Yeah. And I can't see the camera, so I don't know what it's showing you.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. Captured.
So I need to do, there's another mesh section that's twice as big as this one. And then I'll use up all the rest of this in another garter section.
Wow.
And then do the bind off in the hazelnuts, which I have plenty
you don't
left.
have that much left. I mean, it's not, I know the rows are getting longer,
Yeah.
but compared to how much you have done,
Yeah.
you're in the home stretch.
I am in the home stretch, but the home stretch takes
a lot of yarn.
Yeah. And this is really more vibrant than it's showing up on the screen.
Yeah.
It's really washing it out.
Our camera issues just continue.
Yeah. That's my next sort of goal for the podcast, is to get a good digital camera that
Yeah.
has a good micro setting that will pick up a lot of details.
Yep. Someday. Because these colors are too good to miss.
I know.
And some of these yarns.
Yeah.
Like,
And especially, like, blues and greens.
Yeah.
It totally, like...
loses the
Yeah.
luster.
Yep. So that's my knitting thing, and then I also have spinning works.
Look at that.
So this is like a, I don't know, half-finished object, because this one is done. This is half of the braid. And...
it's picking it up okay.
yeah, it's okay.
not horrible.
Again, greens are more vibrant than what it's showing. The blues are about right, I think.
Monet's Garden.
And then this is what... So I finished this, and then did this.
That's like a quarter
Since-
of the other braid.
Yeah, it's about a quarter.
So you've got like 3/4 spun.
Yep. No. I've got 1/2 plus 1/8 of the whole braid spun,
Okay.
I think. I've got a quarter of the second half
Yes.
done.
I see.
So I'm gonna finish this and then ply them together kind of loosely, I think, in the and make it sort of like this Sausalito yarn,
Yeah.
which
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's gonna look kind of like that.
let me see if I can show the detail of the ply at least. It's really sort of
A
loosely
loose twist.
plied, yeah. So that's kind of what I'm thinking.
I like it.
But I have a problem.
Oh no.
I have 3 bobbins in here, 2 of them. Oh, this is my broken one that I glued back together, and it's working fine.
Yay! That's a happy story.
Yeah, that is a happy story. The 3rd bobbin has some teal yarn on it, though, and so I don't know whether I need to finish spinning the teal yarn before I finish spinning this.
Oh, to
Or
ply
to
it
ply
onto
it.
it?
Yeah. Or whether I need to just take that spun stuff off.
How much of the teal do you have left?
A lot more than I want to do.
Oh,
Yeah. So,
that's a tricky.
yeah. Or the other thing is I could just buy another bobbin, which I need anyway. So that's my dilemma. But we got a good amount of that spun. Pretty happy with this so far. I'm really happy with how it looks and feels. It's got such a high luster, which I guess it's kind of being picked up.
Yeah, it's got that silk fiber in
Yeah.
it that just makes it like a moonbeam, shiny dream, happy garden land.
Stupid camera.
I know.
Oh, well.
It's so pretty, though.
So that's what I've got. I don't have any finished things, because I'm a loser.
You're not a loser. You just are, like, chugging away at, like, fine gauge stuff, and I'm over here, like, super bulky.
Oh, this is so pretty, though.
This is a finished object.
What
am
yes.
I?
Oh,
Whoa.
sorry.
Whoa.
Spoiler.
I last time talked about ripping out scoreboard, and I did it right after the video stopped, and I recast on correctly, and I'm almost halfway done with game 3. Last night was game 4, and there were only a total of 20 points scored between the two teams, so that's only 20 rows.
Yay.
Packers 4-0. I'm excited about that. This scarf is looking good. It's smelling good.
Super cuddly.
Oh yeah, it's like
It's
a dream. Yeah. Just using some basic hoblob, bulky-ish yarn. The green is an alpaca blend, which is fun. And then the yellow is just some acrylic.
It feels really nice, though.
It is nice. It's not, like, horrible. It's not making me cry that I'm working with it. But I'm using my own
So
bag
cute.
that is slightly green and yellow, so it's still... it's my greenest and yellowest one that I kept for myself. So it's a little Packersy. So that's going well. I was working on that during the game yesterday. Finally actually knitting on it during a football game for the first time. So that's fun. I'm gonna be all caught up by the next game. That's my hope. And I was a good girl, and I cast on and did the cuff of these really scary, pushing myself to new heights, teeny tiny color work mittens.
You did commit yourself to casting on before this episode, and you did, so...
That, that counts as a brownie or something.
Yeah.
Bonus points.
Definitely deserve a pat on the back for that one.
Yeah. We were just discussing how we both mentally require gold stars for our achievements. So, gold star to me.
If you like that sort of thing, check out Habit RPG, because it's like
awesome.
You make yourself to-do lists, and when you check something off, you get experience points for a character, and so it's like a video game at the same time.
It's so cool.
It's
I'm
very
totally
cute.
gonna, make an account
You
later.
should. You definitely should.
Yeah, but this is my chart for the mittens. I rewrote the motif. It's based on Dalsland mittens, which is based on a pattern from, 100 years ago in Dalsland, Sweden, which is where my mother-in-law's family came from.
Oh, okay.
So this is for her mom for Christmas, if they get finished in time. The chart that I did is slightly different than the one that's online. I took some stuff out, and I've already had to edit it. As you can see, lots of folding and chicken scratch going on, and crinkle marks from Ernest being super helpful. Cute but not helpful. So yeah, I was thinking about maybe putting this chart after I finish a mitten and get all the bugs worked out, putting this chart up as a free download, because the original pattern for it's free. Just as another option if anyone wants to be crazy and make squirrel mittens. In case you didn't notice, there's a squirrel.
Super cute.
Super cute. Which I think is funny because in Sweden, a lot of patterns are specific to that province or area. And Dalsland's shield, like their state shield, has a cow on it. Why do these mittens have a squirrel? Sweden.
Who knows?
I don't. I'm posing the question to any knitting historian out there who wants to answer my weird questions about cow versus squirrel.
It's a serious, inquiry.
I think it is.
It's important that we understand.
I like historical knitting stuff, so working on these, even though I changed the pattern from what it originally was, I think it's fun. I'm nervous, though, because it's so fine gauge.
Yeah, working on that tiny of needles is always kind of intimidating. Even if you make socks, habitually.
I don't make socks on that small of needles, though. Like, even if I'm using sock yarn, I cheat and use bigger needles.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it definitely, I would not recommend working on color work like that while you're like, I'll just relax on the couch. Everyone's entertained by their own things. Because as soon as I, got my hands set up and had the 2 yarns attached and was, midway through counting, someone came over and stole my yarn and crawled across the entire living room with it, and I have a huge knot now.
Oh, no.
But it's okay because it's not tangled. It's just a mess, and I can still pull out of the middle of it.
Okay, good. Oh, that's...
Yeah. I was
it makes it scary, though.
I know, because it, just suddenly tightened around my fingers, and then the, whole project just went whoop, and I was like... Nothing happened besides the knot.
And a heart attack.
Yeah, and, 5 years shaved off my life. And some gray hairs. Yeah, so I haven't been working on that very much because when Ernest is around, it's just not safe. So those might be done in 18 years.
For some future Christmas.
We'll see. Yeah. Finished objects. I had an order come through on Etsy. I don't list these items as finished items anymore, but they're always available by custom request and you can buy the pattern. But it's still my best-selling item. Narwhal hats.
Cute.
Yep. I am fond of them. I made...
Your tag in the back looks super professional as well.
Yeah, and it's just hand-stitched on with love and care. Yeah, these are really fun to make, and I haven't made one in... It's been a couple months, but I always love getting the message on Etsy and someone's like, will you make me one? I'm like, yes. Custom orders are always appreciated. My Etsy shop will be linked in the show notes if you want one of your own. Hit me up. They're sweet. This one's going to its new happy home later today or possibly tomorrow morning when I get to the post office.
Cool.
Narwhals.
Yay. Super cute.
Original design by moi. Nerdy. I had a really productive week. I got that done. These are so fluffy. I got my Angora socks. Did I? I don't remember. I don't remember if I showed these off last week or not.
But if she did, she's doing it again.
Yeah.
And you can just...
They're large and great. Beautiful Angora socks. They're very soft.
Just cuddle them forever.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm excited because I've worn them twice and the bottoms are kind of already felting to my foot shape. And that's just the biggest joy of hand knit socks. Other thing, my third thing, I just feel like such a gold star.
Oh my god, it's so pretty. Oh, the gradient just worked out so well.
Astoundingly perfect. Yeah, and it's the perfect size for my sister. I know she will wear this because I'm going to staple it to her body if she doesn't. Not really. But the
thread is always there.
Yeah, the thread. It has to be there for these kinds of things. I did make her that Gallatin scarf before she went to Europe this summer. And she did wear that. I have pictures of her in Italy wearing it and looking ridiculously adorable. Yeah, so I feel like she will wear this.
Yeah.
And it's
just
perfect.
Yeah, it just came out really well.
I can't believe it.
And probably the camera, again, is not picking up.
Yeah, it's a little rosier, a little pinker. And this was Wool of the Andes by Knit Picks, hand-dyed by us with beets from my garden. So it's like super hippie.
Super mega
ultra handmade.
Hand done, yeah.
Yeah. And it was just a generic heart-shaped cowl. Or shawl. Cowl. Heart-shaped shawl increase pattern that I then did random purl rows on.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And that came out really well.
And it's really great. If you follow us on Instagram, I posted a picture. The dress that this is based on is a dress-up dress from our childhood. And 2 years ago for Christmas, my sister painted me a painting of that dress. And I held the partially done shawl up next to the painting, which is hanging in my room. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. I'm so excited. I think she'll really love it. She doesn't follow us.
Has she seen it?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
I mean, she knows that our podcast has an Instagram, but I don't think she's started following us.
Okay.
And I haven't posted it on Facebook or anything.
We're gonna have to be careful with that kind of stuff. I was thinking of showing or mentioning that I was going to give something to someone for Christmas, and now I'm like, don't say it, because they may watch.
Yeah. Yeah, if she watches, she'll be unsurprised, but that's fine.
She'll still happy.
Yeah, it's still exciting. She'll have to wait for Christmas still. I'm not gonna give it to her early. Yeah.
Cool.
So that's my finished objects.
Sweet.
For this week.
You have a lot.
Yeah, I feel like crazy productive. I'm excited. Hopefully next week I can continue this momentum.
You can do it.
Make all the things.
Yeah. I feel unproductive because
I've got that habit RPG now.
Yeah.
You can put your knitting things on it.
I can. That's a good point.
And get a glitter tiara or something. Do they offer glitter tiaras?
Probably.
Because that's going to be my first item.
I did work on the sweater, but only like 2 rows, so I didn't bother bringing it. So
well, sometimes you have to take a break from stuff.
Yeah. And the deadline feels like it's still quite a ways off, so I'm not like worried about it. And I know that I should be worried about it, but
whereas me with these mittens, I'm like panicked. I'm like, they're due next week, not due. Whatever. Christmas is tomorrow. We'll see.
You know, that's what the Christmas commiserate along thread is for.
Yes. If you're not part of our Ravelry group or are just deciding to watch us now, we have a thread going on through the holiday season about Christmas gift commiserating. You can post your panics, your joys, your victories, your excitement, your wants, anything gifty related, any gifts you're making now through probably January, beginning of.
Yeah, because I'm assuming some of us might go past the deadline of Christmas a little bit.
That's okay. That's okay. It's the love that goes into each stitch that counts, and the swearing sometimes.
Yep.
But
and, you know, if you look at it that way, if it takes until January to get it done, that's an extra month of love.
And or swearing.
Swearing with love.
Yep. That's knitting. Knitting sweaters for people. I'm not at that point. Nope. I don't think I could do it. I can barely make myself a sweater.
Me either, but Alex is smaller, so.
It's not the size, it's the panic of what if they don't wear it. Even if, like, everything is determined by the person you're making it for.
Yeah.
I have that, like, fear of, like, My hand literally fell off my arm, and you're not gonna wear this.
I feel like he would feel so guilty if he didn't wear it that he's going to. Like, even if I make it and he hates it, he would still wear it.
Better relationships through guilt trips.
Like, I know that he'll wear it at least a couple of times just to make me feel better about it.
Well, then
and
there's that.
That's true love right there.
Okay. Maybe. I'm concerned. I'm concerned about that. But, that sweater's gonna be awesome, so there's gonna be no reason for him not to want it. Maybe. Are you planning on switching to fun fur halfway through?
No, I just mean, like, maybe it doesn't fit in exactly the way that he was envisioning in his brain, so...
Don't say that. It'll be perfect. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah, so besides gift commiserating, we have another event going on in our group this month, October, because Wisconsin is pumpkins right now.
Wisconsin is pumpkins.
And also Oktoberfest, but we're not even gonna...
That's done, isn't it?
Yeah, thank goodness. Yeah. I was downtown during that.
Oh.
It wasn't bad, but for the amount of festive people that I witnessed that early in the day, I was worried for everyone's collective livers.
Yeah, yep. There were a lot of inebriated college students, and it was like 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it started Friday at 5 a.m. Reisenstein for kegs and eggs.
That's kind of awesome. I would have attended were I still in college.
It was interesting, to say the least. But yeah, Wisconsin is pumpkins right now, which is probably better for everyone than Oktoberfest. Mm-hmm. And also, October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
Right. Yep.
So our October Cal Sal, what do you call it for crochet? Also Cal?
Cal Sal, yeah.
Cal Sal is pumpkins and melons. So it is pumpkins, like autumn themed, mm-hmm. and also booby themed. Mm-hmm. You can find the full details in our thread of the entry limits, the rules, the guidelines, the suggestions, the nerdy pumpkin pie emojis that I loved. I saw a lot of pumpkin pie. Did you see the
GIF that I added?
Yes! What was that?
I don't know.
Okay, you better check out the thread because there's some great weirdness going on there.
So, as we said last time and in the thread, like, your link to pumpkins can be
abstract.
Yeah, as loose and bonus points for making it as silly as you possibly can.
Yeah, still within the realm of somehow connecting it to a pumpkin.
Yeah.
I wanna see, like, 75 degrees of separation.
The Aunt Maud story.
Yeah. You just gotta check out the thread because it's very, very squirrely.
Yep.
I like it. The other thing that's going on is sports. Downseller Studios podcast is hosting DCS Pigskin Party, mm-hmm. which if you like football or if you hate football and you like getting gold stars mm-hmm. for doing things, mm-hmm. join that because there's lots of knitting and really active threads.
Yes, like I can't keep up with all the threads. There are so many people posting.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it's October 3rd. The new thread for the month is gonna be up. I bet there will only be, 20 posts. There were like 400 already. I was like, oh, I'm so behind.
Yeah, I'm glad that it's not a requirement to be active on the thread, because I couldn't.
Yeah, I try to get in and respond to people, because there are some people from our viewers mm-hmm. who are involved, so I like to see what everyone's working on and chatting about. Instagram is a little more manageable to follow, the hashtag.
For sure.
It's fun. If you like seeing fun projects, mm-hmm. check it out. Downseller Studio podcast.
We're growing to appreciate the Instagram thing because the community on Instagram is way different than the community on Twitter.
It's true.
I like the functionality of Twitter better, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I was resistant to that at first, too.
Yeah, I agree. I do really enjoy the, like, user interface of Twitter and the open ability to, like, network with people, which that's getting really media nerdy there. But Instagram definitely has a really big knitting community.
Yeah.
Which clearly we should be a part of.
And so we are. At Chain344 is the Instagram handle. Yes.
I feel like a trucker. Got my trucker handle here.
Nope. Is that it? Is that it for us? Okay, so the socials.
It up.
Let's do all the socials. Yes. At Chain344 is Instagram and Twitter. Chain344 podcast is the group on Ravelry. Chain344 podcast at Gmail is our email, which, I mean, I guess if you want to send us an email, that'll be there.
Who emails anymore? It's so, like, 90s.
That's
so AOL.
Easiest way to get in touch with us is on our Ravelry group. If you post in the chatter thread or in the episode thread or
honestly in
PM
any thread.
Us. Yeah.
Post in a thread, we'll probably see it.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's the easiest way if you have a question or a comment or a concern or what have you.
YouTube comments, we check those too.
Yep.
We read all of them.
Yep.
So if you're saying something mean, we cry and talk about it later.
Yeah. We get together and have a bottle of wine and...
They said my face looked weird. I was making a weird face, but still.
Your Etsy shop?
Yeah. Me on Etsy is Last in Line Shop. That's me. You can find patterns, project bags, and I'm always open for requests of finished objects.
Cool. And that's lastinlineshop.etsy.com.
Yep.
Mine is lazykait.etsy.com. Kate spelled Kait. And that right now has knitted items mostly, but it will have yarn in the future. In fact, once this is all done, I think I am planning on uploading that.
Heart.
I'm not for sure. Maybe I won't, but I'm thinking that
it's beautiful.
Will be up there. So
it's beautiful.
If you're super into that, check it out. Hopefully, when I take pictures of it, it'll be better color quality than on here.
Yes, you'll at least be able to drool onto your keyboard while looking at it. That's probably what I'll do. Even though I see it in real life.
So, I think that's all of our socially stuff.
Yep.
So,
Facebook.
Oh yeah, we are on Facebook, but
yeah,
we don't have a whole lot of activity on the Facebook.
Yeah, we post funny memes every now and then, but it's more for like announcing to our family and friends.
Yeah,
that we did a thing.
Yeah, and mostly we forget to post on there. But
there's memes, there's cats and
cat
stuff.
Memes. Yep, my favorite part. Oh, cat memes.
Oh.
He's so cute.
Cats love spaghetti.
Carolyn drew this just like 5 seconds before we started filming. So cute.
Cats love spaghetti. They do.
I mean, who doesn't?
Crazy people? That's a fact.
Alright, so if you enjoyed this episode, hit
which you did.
Like and subscribe on YouTube. And if you want to be entered for a pattern giveaway, hit share on YouTube. And let us know that you shared it, and we will...
hunt you down.
Yep, we will get that all entered in.
Nicely hunt you down.
Friendly stalking.
It's investigating. It's not stalking.
Sherlocking.
That's a verb. Politely Sherlock.
Yes.
We're gonna politely Sherlock you and give you a prize.
Yeah. So,
I deduce that you want a pattern.
Yep. Super exciting. Yeah, like and subscribe, YouTube, share YouTube, check out the group on Ravelry
Threads.
where all of the threads are. Yeah. Our show notes are
So
on
many
Ravelry.
threads.
We don't have like a blog thing with the show notes like some people do.
Nope, we
show
don't.
notes are Ravelry threads. And thank you for watching, and
Yay!
we hope to see you next week. Bye.